Good afternoon, everyone. I am Miss Asmita A. Sangal, working as a lecturer in the Department of Electrical Engineering, Swaris College of Engineering, Pandharpur. Okay, I'm here to teach you the subject switchgear and protection. Uh, Already, I taught you two subjects: electromagnetic engineering and electrical utilization, right? So I think there is no any necessity of introduction. I hope everyone knows me very well. Okay, so today we'll see what is mean by this switchgear and protection. First we'll see the introduction, and we'll see what is the syllabus, what is the examination scheme, and what is the teaching scheme for this, and which are the reference books. Okay, which chapters are important, from which the questions are asked, and how this subject is important. Okay, so today we'll see only the introduction of this subject, and from tomorrow's lecture we'll start our first chapter. Okay, so can anyone tell me from this title only what is meant by this switchgear and protection? Yes, anyone? What is meant by switchgear? Switch, everyone knows switch, right? Everyone knows what is meant by protection. Yes. Okay, so one by one we'll see. Actually, this switchgear and protection is the application oriented subject. Okay, so whatever subjects I taught to you for these subjects, there were no practicals. Okay, means only tutorials were there. But for this subject, there is a practical also, and whatever we are applying, okay, means these switches and these protection schemes we are applying, means we are using in the power system actually. Okay, therefore this subject is very important. So we'll see the importance of this subject also. Okay, uh, so today we'll see first the introduction of subject, then course objectives. Means course objectives means why this subject is included in this btech. Okay, then course outcomes, then teaching and examination scheme, syllabus, and reference books. Okay, so before starting this, first of all, I congratulate you all for good results and welcome you all in the new beginning of this BTech electrical engineering. Okay, so today we'll see first the introduction of subject. Means what is yes. Okay, means what is meant by this switch gear? So anyone knows what is meant by switch? This switch is used only for the on and off purpose, right? Then why we are using switches? Because when there is no necessity of any equipment or any circuit, then just to on and off, okay, that switch is used. Okay, so such there are different such switching devices. Okay, so we can use this for the protection purpose. Okay, so can anyone tell me such devices which are used as switching device? Yes. Yes, anyone?
MCB.
Yes, mcb, miniature circuit breaker. Then yes,
MCCB.
mccb,
ELCB.
elcb. Then all these are circuit breakers. Then which are another protecting devices? we are using? We are using fuses, right? Right. Then relays, right? Then isolators. These all are the protecting devices. Okay. So this switchgear and protection is nothing but it is a device. Okay. We can define this as a device, or you can say any mm, equipment also, because when we are using relay, so these relays are not small, so that means we can use like a fuse. Okay, so these relays are also somewhat big if we consider the electromechanical relay. So this switchgear is nothing but a device, okay, which is used for first is the switching. Okay, it is used for switching and controlling. Okay, for switching and controlling of any electrical circuit or equipment. This can be used for uh, uh, the circuit also, and for different types of equipments. Means equipments means it includes your all machines also. Okay, means there is transformer protection is there, motor protection is there, then generator protection is there. So for all circuits and for all equipments you can use this switch gear. Okay, so this is nothing but the definition of your switch gear and protection. So you can say this as the apparatus and method. Method means uh, it is the protection, okay, used for switching, controlling and protection of the electrical circuits and equipment. Okay, so this switch gear and protection contains your study of different relays. Relays are very important here because this is the main controlling device or protecting device used here. Okay, and then different types of fuses are there, different circuit breakers are there. On circuit breakers also there are two chapters in your syllabus. First is only introduction to circuit breaker, means there is only there are only definitions. Different definitions means at what point your arc will be interrupted or arc will be created. Okay, so there are different points. Okay, so for that different definitions are there, and after that in the another chapter there are all circuit breakers, means study of all circuit breakers is there. So these relays and circuit breakers are very important, and as I told you, this is application oriented subject. Means whenever you are going to do job, okay, or when you are going to do job at MSCB, that time also this subject is very very important, because for everywhere, for everywhere means at generating station, then for transmission, for distribution, everywhere these switching devices are used. Means uh, these relays are there, MCB, MCCBs we are using in for our regular use also, and uh, uh, these circuit breakers, I think you may have seen the oil circuit breakers, etc. Right? So for and also all machines protection is also important, because if we consider any electrical circuit, or if we consider only electrical engineering, uh, there is no any ideal condition. Okay, means at any point there may be fault. Okay, that may be physical fault, or that may be the technical fault. Okay, so uh, for that purpose your protection plays very important role in this switchgear and protection. Now, we'll see why you are learning this subject. Means what is the importance of this switchgear and protection. This subject plays very vital role in modern power system network. So, if we consider electrical power system, so this electrical power system mainly consists of your generation, transmission and distribution. So if you consider the generating station, so if you consider the generating station, so you may have visited any generating plant or any substation. I don't know you visited or not, or any distribution station, means it's near to your home or near to any area. So at that point, if you consider the generating station, then there are different generators. Okay, generators are there, then at that point transformers are there, generating station is there, means there uh, 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 voltage is increased, means step up transformers are used, different bus bars are there. So for that, protection is necessary. Okay, so there are also mm, different protecting devices are used. Okay, so there are different types of relays, different types of circuit breakers. So according to applications, we are using these protecting devices. Okay, then uh, it is associated to current interruption device, including control circuit, measuring instrument, metering, regulation, and others associated equipments of electrical power system. Means if we consider simple a fuse. So what actually fuse does? When your current in the circuit increases, that fuse get melts. That fuse is nothing but a single conductor. Okay, single conductor. When its temperature, means when current increases, its temperature increases and it get melt. Okay, so this switchgear and protection is nothing but it is a current interruption device. Means there are different, means we can control the voltage also, we can control current also. Okay, so according to the requirement, different types of switching devices can be used. Then measuring instruments means current transformers, potential transformers, because we know that we cannot directly measure the very high voltages and currents, okay, at the transmission level. So we are decreasing that voltage and current to the measurable value by using these CTs and PTs, right? uh, then regulation and other associated equipments, means there are such a very different equipments are there in the electrical power system. So we'll see in this subject one by one. Okay, so I hope everybody got to what is this electrical switchgear and protection subject is. Okay, now we'll see the course objectives. Okay, so course objectives means why actually this subject is included, means what you are going to study in this subject. Okay, that is first is the need of protection, means why this protection is necessary. Okay, means we have to save our equipments, because after damaging, it's very costly to repair. So it's known as precaution is always better than prevention. So as a protection, we are using these different switching devices. Then basic power system protection concepts, means which are the different power system protection concepts, means there are different definitions. So we'll see that then different protection schemes. Okay, and protection of different power system equipments, means how we can protect these equipments, we'll see in this subject. Then after this, what you will understand, means after that you will know the operating principles of different relays used for protection. Means uh, uh, mm, means there are different types of relays. Okay, different types of relays, and on which principle actually this relay is operating. Means only relay cannot operate. It requires circuit breaker, okay, for protection purpose. Okay, so how this can be operated, we'll see in the respective chapter. Then Then, understanding of how the major equipments used in power system are being protected against faults and abnormal conditions means how we can protect such equipments against faults. There are different types of faults in power system, not only for the transmission line but also in the equipments, because current is flowing through the equipment. That's why there are different types of faults occurring. So if we consider the example of motor, so for motor protection, the simple is we are using starter, okay, to control the high starting current we are using starter. But when we are using the large motors, or when we are using such large equipments, that time how we can control the such faults. Okay, so these faults and also the abnormal conditions means there may be some due to some weather, or there are sometimes lightning strokes are there. So due to that also there is huge damage at the substation. So we can control such bus bar protection is there. For substation protection, we are using lightning arresters. Then surge absorbers are there. So different protection equipments can be used. So we'll see one by one. Then next one is uh, for this subject teaching scheme. We have theory 3 hours per week, means there will be 3 lectures per week, and there is practical of 2 hours per week. Okay, actually there are total 8 experiments, and out of these 8 you have to prepare sheets, 2 sheets. Okay, minimum 2 sheets are compulsory there. And 6 practicals are compulsory, but uh, uh, we have given quotation for the switchgear and protection lab. So within 1 month we will get all equipments, and this lab is very costly as compared to other labs. So I hope everyone will take interest in this subject and learn accordingly. Okay, then so we will actually today is practical, but as there is no starting of subject, that's why I started introduction, so that you will understand the basic concepts, and then after some points only we'll start taking the practicals. Okay, then examination scheme is there is a theory paper of 70 marks, then ISC means in semester exam of 30 marks, then term work, that is ICA of 25 marks, and OE means there is only oral examination, there is no practical oral examination. OE means oral examination of 25 marks. Okay, actually, in this oral examination, they are asking questions they may ask you questions on practicals also. Okay, so be ready for that. And I think for this semester, you should study for the offline paper also. I think so, because after December, college may get start offline. I don't know what will happen, but be ready for that, and you start preparing. according to that. Okay, so everyone is there. Ashwini, roll number 16.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this subject is very interesting because whatever you are studying here, you can see everything when you will visit to any substation. So you can see that, and also in college, you will see the different part means different types of relays, and so we can also test different circuit breakers. Okay, here in college. Now we'll see one by one chapter. So your first unit is protective relays. For this 7 hours are there. So this protective relays, actually relay is brain. Okay, it is just like a brain, means what our brain does, whatever activities we are doing, it first senses, and according means it first senses and then gives the signal, okay, to do that. Likewise, uh, when we are considering this relay also does the same thing. If any fault occurs, okay, so if any fault occurs, that relay senses that faults, and according to that, that relay protects that particular zone only. Okay, means if we consider the complete transmission line, so for that, switching off of that complete transmission line is not necessary. Okay, so for that particular zone only detected, and your circuit breaker opens that line only. Okay, uh, so this is the function of relay. So in this protective relay chapter, there are different objectives, outcomes. Means you will study in this chapter first the means protecting schemes, okay, and why it is necessary, and different types of basic relays here. Okay, uh, that is the need of protective relaying, then desirable qualities, zone of protection. Zone of protection means we are considering, when we are considering the power system, that times means the generating section is different. Then after that, for voltage upgradation, transformer section is different, then transmission line section is different. Okay, then after that, when you receive that voltage to the distribution side, again there is some transformer section, distribution section. So different zones are there. So these zones may be different according to different types, means whatever system you are selecting. Okay, then primary and backup protection, means there are two for backup protection we are considering the two transmission lines are there. Okay, means if any fault occurs in one line, then after switching to the another, that fault will be means that faulty line will be disconnected there, and your current or supply will continue through the another line. Then attracted armature and balance beam, moving coil relays. You have seen this in electrical measurement, m- moving coil instruments. Actually working is same there, means same working is there, but this is applied to the relay, means how the relay works on this principle. Then theory and construction of induction disk and induction cup type electromagnetic relay. You have studied this electromagnetic. Uh, then theory of torque production in induction relays, static relay, microprocessor based relaying. Means static relay means what? It's a constant. Actually, uh, uh, if you have seen the relays, then in this uh, electromechanical relays are there. These electromechanical relays are having the moving disk. Okay, but this static in static relay there is no any movable part. Then microprocessor based relaying, its block diagram and flowchart. Then instrument transformers. So instrument transformer means current transformers and potential transformers, means CTs and PTs. Then CT burden, what is mean by this CT burden? Saturation and knee point voltage. Okay, and type of PTs we'll see in this first chapter, protective relays. Okay, then next chapter, second chapter is overcurrent protection and differential protection. So for overcurrent protection we can use the fuses also, because this is the cheapest uh, device which can be used. Okay, but when we are considering very high range equipments or very high range lines, that time we cannot use these fuses. Okay, so there are again different types of relays for that purpose. So in this overcurrent protection, uh, uh, we'll see again the protection scheme and protection with different schemes, means how we can protect different equipments and different lines by using such devices. This unit contains fuse. There are different types of fuses, that is rewirable, means our simple fuse we are using at home. Then HRC fuse, that is high rupturing capacity fuse. Then fuse characteristics. These questions are asked in exam on fuse characteristics. Then applications and selection of fuse, means how to select a fuse, means according to ratings there are different applications of this fuse. Then plug setting, time setting, and simple numerical on PSM and TSM. This PSM means plug setting multiplier, and this TSM means time setting multiplier. Okay, so on this some examples are there. Then radial feeder ring main protection. You may have studied this radial feeder, yes or no? Yes? Hello? You studied in power system, radial feeder ring main system. Okay. So we'll study that also. Then relay coordination, earth fault and phase fault relays. Uh, Means there are different types of faults in the system. Okay, so these are the different types of relays used for that. Then directional relays, static relay, block diagram for overcurrent relays, means there are different types of relays for protection purpose, means overcurrent relays are there, then over voltage relays, under voltage relays, earth fault relays. Okay, so there are different types of relays we'll see. Then microprocessor based overcurrent relay, numerical on overcurrent relay, means these all are the different types of relays. Simple differential relay, percentage differential relay, and line protection. So here we'll see all the overcurrent protection schemes, means the fuses and overcurrent relays, and also the differential protection. Okay. Then third chapter is the distance protection. So
Madam,
yes, hello, hello, anyone call me? Hello. Okay. Now the third chapter is distance protection. Now distance protection means this is coming for the uh, transmission distribution line protection. Okay. Distance protection means there is impedance, reactance and admittance characteristics relays, then setting for 3 zone protection, carrier aided protection scheme, out of step blocking scheme. Means when this carrier aided means there are different types of faults occurring in this line or power system. That may be line to line faults, line to earth faults, then double line to ground faults are there. Okay, so there are different types of faults. So when your current is flowing in that particular direction, so that time also the fault may happen, or we can means when that current get blocked there. Okay, so how to protect that. Okay, so that will be seen in this chapter. Then electromagnetic and static relays for transmission line protection, and microprocessor based impedance reactance and move relays. Means these all are the types of relays: impedance relay, reactance relay, move relay. Okay, so all these are used for the distance protection. Now here uh, 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 actually there are different zones of protection. Means bus bar protection is there. Okay, so we'll see that. Then uh, the fourth unit is equipment protection. uh, so this whole switchgear and protection is related to your power system. So you should know all basics of power system. Okay, so when you are going to study this equipment protection, so here there is transformer, generator and induction motor protection, bus bar protection is there. So when you are going to study this, you should know first the basics of transformer. Know which are the faults, or where actually the fault can happen in this generator or transformer and how it is. Okay, so if you know that, then and then only you can protect that equipment. So each and everything should be known to you. Okay, uh, because you are now in the final year. Okay, so in this equipment protection, first is the transformer protection. So in transformer protection, different types of faults in transformer, uh, overcurrent protection of transformer, percentage differential protection of transformer. Means these all are the schemes. Okay, means different types of protection. Then harmonic restraint scheme, this Buchholz relay for incipient faults. This Buchholz relay is important for incipient. This incipient means it's a slow developing fault. Okay, slowly developing fault. So this relay, this Buchholz relay is used for that. Then protection against overfluxing. So we can protect this transformer also by using different relays and different protection schemes. Okay, then second is the generator protection. So in generator, you know the construction of generator. So stator is there, so stator earth fault is there, phase fault, stator current unbalance, means NPS protection. NPS means it's the negative phase sequence. Okay, so unbalancing means what? Current unbalance means what? Yes.